If your emails are getting less than 1% click rate, you're losing money every single time you hit send. Most e-commerce brands blame the algorithm or think email is just dead, but that's simply not true. In the past years alone, I have brands generate millions in extra revenue simply by fixing a few key things in their email strategy. I've worked with Shopify stores, subscription businesses, and D2C brands to turn their underperforming email list into a high profit sales channel. In this video, I'll share the exact steps you need to use to lift your click rates, boost sales, and make every single campaign worth sending. So let's get into it. We'll keep this simple. Here are the main changes that you need to do to take your click rate from under 1% to 3 to 5% or higher. These changes will help you get more clicks, but if you want your email channel to drive consistent, predictable sales without guessing what works, then click the link below and book a free call with me and my team. We'll look at your email marketing, fix the biggest leaks in your funnel, and put you on a path to double or triple your results. Right after you do that, check out this video where I talk about how I generate 50 million in email attributed revenue for clients. All right, let's dive straight into this. I'm gonna show you exactly why your emails are getting terrible click rates, and most importantly, how to fix it. These aren't theories or guesses. These are exact changes I implement for over 100 brands that have generated millions in extra revenue. Sending the right offer to the right segment. This is the biggest mistake I see. Brands create one email and blast it into their entire list. That's like trying to sell winter coats to people in Florida and swimsuits to people in Alaska at the same time. That's completely wrong. Here's what most brands do. They segment by demographics, age, location, gender, but that's not how people buy. People buy based on behavior and intent. So let me show you the segment that actually matters for click rate. First, engagement-based segments. Your 60-day engaged subscribers should get different content than your 100-day engaged subscribers. The highly engaged people want more frequent emails with exclusive offers. The less engaged need re-engagement campaigns with bigger incentives. Second, behavior purchase segments. First-time buyers need different messaging than VIP customers who bought 5 times. Your VIP don't need convincing about your brand quality. They need exclusive access and early bird offers. Your first-time buyer needs social proof and education. And then something else you can do is browse behavior segments. Someone who viewed your product 5 times but never bought is showing high intent but also has objections, of course. They need objection handling content, not generic promotions. Here's a real-life example. I work with a skincare brand that was sending the same 20% off everything email to their entire list. Click rate was about 0.8%. We segmented them into 3 groups. Acne-focused customers, anti-aging customers, and sensitive skin customers. Same discount, but we customized the products featured and the messaging for each segment's specific concerns. The results of this was click rate 3x, and the acne segment hit 4.1% because we spoke directly to their pains. People don't click on emails that feel generic. They click on emails that feel like they're written specifically for them. Fixing your subject line so people actually open. You can't get clicks if people don't open your emails first. And most subject lines are absolutely terrible. Here's what doesn't work anymore. Newsletter 47 or new products available, monthly update campaign. These tell me nothing about what's in it for me. Here's what does work. Curiosity, benefit, or urgency. Sometimes all 3 type of subject lines. Curiosity-driven subject lines. The mistake that's costing you sales or why the best customers are leaving. These create an open loop to the reader's mind that needs to be closed. Benefit-driven subject lines. Cut your skincare in half or the 5-minute morning routine that changed everything. These promise a specific outcome. There's urgency-driven subject line. 24 hours left, only 47 left in stock. The key here is that the urgency has to be real. Never fake scarcity or urgency. I tested over 500 subject lines myself last year, and here's what I found. Personalized subject lines with the recipient's name perform 23% better, but only use that sparingly. If every email has your name, it does lose impact. The numbers work incredibly well. 5 ways to perform X performs better than ways to do X. Being specific makes it way more valuable. Questions can work, but they also have to be a question that reader actually want answered. Are you making this mistake? Works way better than how was your week, right? Here's the subject line framework that consistently works well. Benefit plus time frame plus curiosity gap. Use shorter, scannable email copy with clear CTAs. Most emails are way too long. People don't read emails like novels. They scan them like billboards. Here's a structure that works well. Hook, benefit, proof, call to action. That's pretty much it. Your hook should grab attention in the first line. Most people think email marketing is dead, and that's totally wrong. That's a hook. Hope you're having a great weekend. Doesn't interest any reader. It's not a good hook. Your benefit should be crystal clear. What's in it for them? Don't make it hard for them to guess. An example of this would be, this will help you reduce your hunger by 23% in the next 30 days is very specific. Your proof should be social proof, data, or credibility indicators. Over 1,000 stores use this strategy, or this work with Nike, Adidas, or Under Armour, or we have helped 100 people lose on average 5 pounds this month. Your call to action should be impossible to miss and tells them exactly what to not do. Not learn more or get your free template or start your 14-day trial or shop now. Here's a copy length that works. 50 to 150 word max for promotional emails. Any longer and click rate drops significantly. I test this across dozens of brands. Want to use bullet points, short paragraphs, and plenty of white space. You want to make it scannable. If someone can't understand your email in 10 seconds, it won't register to them and they pretty much won't click. Make email design mobile first. 78% of emails are open on mobile devices, but most brands still design for desktop first, and that's backwards. Here's what mobile first design means. Single column layout, large fonts, big buttons, and images that load fast. Your call to action button should be dumb friendly. If someone can't easily tap it with their thumb while holding their phone with one hand, it's too small. Color matters more on mobile. Your CTA needs to contrast sharply with your background. I've seen 40% increase in click rate just by changing a gray button to a bright orange one, and also making it just bigger. Text to image ratio is critical. Too many images in your email loads slowly or gets flagged as spam. Too much text and it looks boring. The sweet spot is about 6% text, 40% images. Here's a mobile design hack most people miss. Use native Klaviyo blocks instead of custom HTML when possible. Native block renders better across different email clients and devices. Test different button colors, size, and placement. This seems minor, but button optimization can literally double your click rate. I've seen it happen dozens of times. Color psychology is a real thing. Red creates urgency, green suggests go or safe, blue builds trust, orange grabs attention, but here's the thing. It depends on your brand colors and also email design. I work with a fitness brand using red CTA buttons. We tested orange and saw a 67% increase in clicks. The red blended with the brand colors, but orange stood out. Size also matters a lot too. Your CTA button should be the most prominent element in your email. If your logo is bigger than your CTA button, you're doing it wrong. Placement is also critical. You always want a CTA above the fold, visible without scrolling, but also include one CTA on the bottom for people who have read the whole email. Here's an advanced tip. You want to use multiple CTAs with different wordings. Shop now at the top, get yours today in the middle, don't miss out on the bottom. Different phrases resonate with different people. Button text should also be action oriented and specific. Click here is pretty weak. Get my discount is way better. Save 30% now is even better because it includes the benefit. Add urgency without sounding spammy. Urgency works, but fake urgency backfires all the time. Don't say limited time if it's not actually limited. Don't say only 5 left if you have 500 in stock. Real urgency examples would be sale ends Sunday at midnight with an actual end date. Early bird pricing ends in 48 hours for a real launch. Free shipping ends today if you're actually ending free shipping. Exclusivity is even more powerful than urgency. VIP customers only or exclusive previews for email subscribers make people feel way special. Here's a psychological trigger most brands miss. Loss aversion. People hate losing something more than they like gaining something. Don't lose your spot works way better than secure your spot. Social proof also creates urgency too. Join 847 people who bought this today, or only 23 spots left in this month's cohort, if it's true. Seasonal urgency feels natural too. Last chance before Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or last chance before the holiday, summer inventory clearance. It doesn't feel pushy because we're tying it to real events. Here's some advanced tactics that can push your click rates even higher. You want to use your preview text strategically. This is a text that appears right after your subject lines in most email clients. Don't waste it on view this email in your browser. Another tactic is to use personalization beyond first name. Something else you can do in your email is to use purchase history, browsing behavior, or location. Another thing to increase engagement is to use interactive elements. A simple reply with yes can boost your overall engagement, which also helps deliverability and future click rates. Send time optimization matters. Most brands send email to everyone at the same time, but your customers in different time zones and with different schedules have different optimal sending times. Something else that we can say is email frequency affects click rates as well. Too many emails and people tune out. Too few and they forget about you. The sweet spot for most e-commerce brands is 3 to 4 emails per week, but test what works for your audience. So here's a quick case study on how we increase click rate for this brand. Week 1, we segmented their list by purchase behavior instead of demographics. Created separate campaigns for new customers, repeat customers, and also lapsed customers. Week 2, we rewrote all subject lines using the curiosity and benefit formula. The supplements mistakes that's sabotaging your results Week 3, redesign emails for mobile first. Bigger buttons, shorter copy, and single column layout. Week 4, A/B tested CTA button colors and placement. Found that bright green buttons perform 73% better than the original blue button. Week 5, add a real urgency and exclusivity. 48-hour flash sale for email subscribers only with actual countdown timers. Results after 5 weeks, average click rate increased from 0.7% to about 4.2%. Most importantly, email revenue increased because we were simply driving higher quality clicks that actually converted. The key insight here is that it just wasn't one big change, right? It was systematic optimization of every element. Each small improvement compound with the others. Before we wrap up, let me share the biggest mistakes I've seen that absolutely destroy click rates. Mistake 1, sending too many emails without a clear purpose. Every email should have one primary goal. If you're trying to promote 3 different products and collect server response and drive social media all in one email, you'll get absolutely 0 clicks on anything. Mistake 2, using weak call to action language. Learn more or click here are conversion killers. Be specific of what happens when you click. Mistake 3, not testing sending times. Sending our emails at 10 a.m. on Tuesday because that's what some blog post said. Your audience might be most active at 7 p.m. on a Thursday, so just make sure you test it. Mistake 4, ignoring email deliverability. If your emails are going to spam, your click rate will be 0. Monitor your sender reputation, clean your lists, and follow best email deliverability practices. Mistake 5, not having consistent sending schedule. If your emails are sent randomly, most people will forget you. If you send too frequently, they'll tune out. Find your rhythm and remember to stay consistent and stick to it. So the bottom line here is that getting higher click rate isn't about tricks or hacks. It's about understanding your audience, speaking directly to your needs, and making it incredibly easy for them to take action. Every element matters, right? The subject line, sender name, email design, the copy, the call to action, the landing page, the timing, the frequency, but you don't have to perfect everything at once. Start with segmentation and subject lines. Those 2 changes can literally double your click-through rate. Then work on email design and call to action optimization. Finally, add some urgency, improve your tracking. Remember, a 1% click rate means 99% of your subscribers aren't taking action. It's not a metric problem. That's a revenue problem. But with the strategies I've shared today, you can turn it around and start seeing the real results that email marketing can deliver.